welcome to the Eco Power Stadium, the home of the Dons, as Doncaster take on Salford in this Betfred Championship match. It's me, Jaffa, here on comms today at the Eco Power, and it's sure to be a big game in the Betfred Championship. Let's have a quick run through the teams then. Doncaster line up as follows. At fullback is Tom Holmes. On the right wing, Luke Briscoe, and in his centre is Brad Hay. On the left side is Eden Gebby on the wing, and James Glover in the centre. Halfbacks for the Dons this afternoon, number 7, Connor Robinson, and number 6, Corey Aston. Starting props is Matangi and Mustafa for Richard Horne's men this afternoon, and Greg Burns starts at hooker. In the back row, Alex Sutcliffe and Lewis Johnson. And at the back of the scrum, at loose forward, is number 13, Louis McConnell. On the interchange bench for the Dons this afternoon is number 15, Jordan Baldwinston, Connor Jones, Tyler Heppy, and we've got Mitelli Vulia Japani. 18th man for Doncaster, should he be needed today, is Paulie. That's how Richard Horne's men line up today. Let's have a quick look at the Salford team this afternoon. At fullback, number 27, Matthew Ross. On the right wing is Raphael van Osler-Hewitt. And the right centre is Declan Connolly. In the left centre is Joe Hartley, and on the left wing is Harlan Smith. Halfbacks is number 39, Jensen Windley, making his debut today for Salford on loan from Castleford, and number 7 is Toby Hughes. Props is number 10, Owen Haldenbury, and again another player making his debut today, 42, Sean Costello, signing from North Wales Crusaders in the week. And at hooker, the ever-present Brad Dwyer. That's where the experience comes from for Salford. In the back row is Rhys Stanton and Oliver Garmston. And the loose forward is Finley Yates, ball handling loose forward for Salford. As we look on the interchange bench for Salford, it's Jack Gatecliffe, we've got Cole Appleby, we've got Dolomana Lowo, we've got Jacob Andrews Smith. That's how Mike Grady's men line up this afternoon here at the Eco Power Stadium. Weather-wise, not looking too bad actually for a Sunday afternoon rugby league here in the Betfred Championship. Of course, last weekend, last game for Doncaster against Batley, it was a win away. So Doncaster looking to push on from that victory, and also a first victory of the season in the Betfred Championship for Salford as well. So both teams going into this one on the back of a very good win, as Salford beat Hunslet over in Manchester. Both teams then looking for a good start in this game, I would say. I had a quick look at what Richard Horne's been doing through the week with the Dons, and that's what he's after today. He's after a fast start, and he's after a big start as well for the Dons this afternoon. The scene is set. The kids are ready and raring in the tunnel to walk out the mascots, to walk out the players here this afternoon. Of course, it is Betfred Championship action. In the warm-ups, both teams seemed really up for this. I had a quick chat with Richard Horne at the side of the field earlier, and he is very excited to see what his team has on offer this afternoon here at the Eco Power. Interestingly, some noticeable absentees for the Dons. Of course, Gadwin Springer not making the team from the 21-man squad, and as we've said already, Paulie as the 18th man. That's two big men not in that starting lineup today. So let's see how Tyler Heppy goes coming off the bench, of course, and Jordan Baldwinson. They'll be there to bring the power through the middle against a relatively young Salford side this afternoon, and we're looking forward to the big game. Some noticeable players who's done some really good things so far this year. Of course, Connor Jones coming off the bench for the Dons, doing lots of good work, and Corey Aston and Connor Robinson in the halves as well, taking the team around the field very well. So we'll bring you full match commentary this afternoon here from the Eco Power Stadium, and it is the Betfred Championship, Doncaster versus Salford, as the teams are led out by Brad Dwyer and Alex Sutcliffe this afternoon for the Dons, who will take the 2 points in the Betfred Championship today. Referee is Mr. L. Bland, with his touch judges A. Sweet and T. Gibbs. Big game, and we can't wait here at the Eco Power Stadium as the players walk out with the mascots. Looks like Doncaster Tollbar out there for the mascots today. Great to see. Lots happening here at the Dons, and a nice contingent from Salford making up the numbers in the crowd today as well. Good to see the Salford team even making the pitch this year, so a big well done to everyone from Salford. Good away contingent as well in the stands opposite. It's going to be a very interesting one, is this one. Doncaster sit 10th in the league before we kick off, and Salford sit 16th in the league. As I say, they had that first win last week. As I look at the field, Brad Dwyer takes the ball from the referee, and it looks like it's going to be Salford kicking to Doncaster in this first half. Going to be a big one here at the Eco Power. I'm ready. I hope you are as well. Doncaster then going to be receiving the ball from the kickoff, and it's going to be a big one. Salford get us underway. Ball holds up in the air. James Glover underneath it for the Dons. Not a very deep kickoff. There's actually a bit of a breeze here this afternoon at the Eco Power, as Mustafa charges down the middle of the pitch. Conditions very dry, very good for rugby league this afternoon, as Doncaster throw the ball about with Tom Holmes. Gets the ball out to, I thought that was, who was that on the wing? It's Brad Hay in the centre for Doncaster. A nice early break. The Dons fans getting on the back of the referee already, as Corey Aston takes the ball to the line. Ball coming out to the left. Glover out to Gebby. Gebby's charging down this left side. Doncaster, great start, and they're only 10 metres away from the try line, and that's the first penalty of the game. That was a very strange one. Gebby tackled, and then the Doncaster players push him into touch. So, first penalty of the game. Doncaster starting very, very strong here this afternoon. Kicks the ball into touch and has to go get the ball himself, bless him. Okay, Sutcliffe taps the ball and takes a charge on tackle one. Doncaster just inches away already from that Salford line. Ball goes out to the right. Aston out on the right-hand hedge. Who's that there? That is Louis Johnson taking the ball in. Lewis Johnson. Ball comes back to the middle. That's McConnell charging for the post. Just two out now, Doncaster. Ball comes out to the left. Tom Holmes linking well with Glover. Glover takes the tackle though, as a couple of tackles remaining, still within the 10. Tom Holmes takes the ball to the line, and it looks like he's dived over there for the try. Good start for Doncaster. 2 minutes played, and Doncaster scoring the first try this afternoon here, just to the left of the post. It's Connor Robinson who's got that first try. As we have a quick look back, they die a great, just very direct from Doncaster, as quick tap from the penalty, and Connor Robinson diving over just 2 minutes into this game, making it Doncaster 4, Salford 0. 2 minutes gone. That's unbelievable. Great start for the Dons. Took the ball a full 100 metres down the field in the first set. Got tackled into touch illegally, says that referee Mr. Bland, and Connor Robinson dives over for a quick try. And it looks like he's looking to convert his own try here this afternoon. Is he going to be successful? Kicks through the ball, touch judges as flags go up, and that makes it 6 points to 0. Good start for the Dons this afternoon here at the Eco Power. So if that first set is anything to go by, the Doncaster fans will be looking forward to a big game here this afternoon, and a very positive scoreline, shall we say. That's how it's definitely looking. Here we go then, we're back underway. Doncaster receive the ball. Here comes Mustafa, charging the ball off that back line. Burns at dummy half. And again, Louis McConnell now charging the ball straight down the middle, very direct once again. Burns pointing where he wants his players. Goes out the back to Aston. Aston to Johnson. Great leg drive after contact there from Lewis Johnson. Looks like Doncaster are out for this afternoon. Some nice pink fetching boots for Matangi as he drives down the middle. Only one way he knows, and that's straight down the middle as Corey Aston gets his ankles tapped and gets tackled. Tom Holmes puts his foot through the ball on the last. It's up in the air and well taken at the back from Matthew Ross. But a great tackle there, and straight down the middle, Alex Sutcliffe. Let's see how the Dons defend then this afternoon. Big first two tackles, keeping Salford penned in their 10 metres. Here come the backs to help out Salford in this first set. Bit high, that one maybe. Yep, referee gives the penalty. Brad Dwyer, the ever-present, the experienced Super League Brad Dwyer in there for Salford. Really trying to point people in the right direction. A very young squad, as we said, for Salford. So I'll be interested to see how they go this afternoon. Connolly gets us underway, and a charge in from the Salford man. Brad Dwyer takes a dummy from, goes down this short side, looking for the penalty, gets a 6 again. Glover had a second go in the tackle. So Salford now just 20 metres out from the Doncaster line. Let's see how Doncaster can take this, as Ross takes the ball out the back, but takes the tackle well by Brad Hay. Oh, met well there in the middle as Doncaster sharpen up in defence. Ball comes out to this right-hand edge. Doncaster really doing well here in defence, keeping them out. A couple of tackles left of this set. Dwyer, dummies left, goes right. Good tackle by Louis McConnell. It's the last. Let's see what happens here. Dwyer, dummies, goes for the crash ball. Owen Handlebury gets tackled just short of the Doncaster line, but a great set. That's the first defensive set ticked off for Doncaster after a couple of penalties, and a penalty and a 6 again, but they've managed to keep out of trouble. So let's see how Salford defend this set then. A quick off the line. Great charge there by the backs coming in and helping out once again. That's Hay. And here's Briscoe. Takes the ball forward. Always wriggling about is Briscoe on the floor, trying to find the floor quickly. He's looking for the penalty, but the referee says he loses the ball, on the floor. Briscoe doesn't look happy with that one. I think if there was a captain's challenge, he might be challenging that one this afternoon, but not sure. The referee, Mr. Bland, gives the scrum in centre field, 20 metres out to so 30 metres out, sorry, I'm looking at these markings on the floor here. 30 metres out, I missed the red lines. 30 metres out to Salford. Okay, Salford feed the scrum then, go down the left side. Here comes Winley, on loan from Castleford. Young lad drops the ball, and the referee says it goes backwards. Oof, that was a tough call to take, was that, but Doncaster gonna have to do it tough here for the next couple of minutes. It's what we're on, 8 minutes gone in this Betfred Championship match as Salford put the ball back on the inside. A bit of a suicide pass to Gamston. Salford once again going very direct through the middle. Sean Costello takes a charge towards the Dons line, plays the ball 10 metres out, goes down the left-hand side, goes out to Hartley, but well tackled by the Dons. Just a couple remaining in this set. Salford looks set on this right-hand side. Brad Dwyer passes the ball out, a little kick through on the fourth tackle, I think that was. And Salford dive. Oh, it's gone dead, the referee says. So Gebby comes back and takes a quick play the ball. 7 tackles set here then for the Dons. Looked a little bit messy in the in-goal area there, but here comes Tom Holmes now. Passes the ball out to that right-hand side. It's that's Johnson on that right-hand side. But big looping pass to Aston. Aston telling people where he wants them. But a great defence there. Pushing Mustafa back. Plays the ball 40 metres out from the Salford line. They're already into the Salford half. Couple of tackles remaining in this set. Burns passes to Aston on that right-hand edge. Great hands down the right-hand side. Briscoe goes down the touchline, but comes infield a little bit and gets tackled by his opposite winger. Ball comes to the middle. Aston and McConnell down that middle. Mustafa on the inside ball, but good tackle by Salford. Last tackle comes left to Robinson. Out to Glover. Glover, I thought he was going to put it on his toe, but he doesn't. He dives for the line. And it looks like they've scored again, the Dons. They certainly have. Again, that's 2 sets where they've gone from one side of the field to the other in the full set. 10 minutes on the clock. And that's a try for the Dons here at the Eco Power Stadium. James Glover. Great work on the down the middle. Very direct once again from the Dons. And ball through hands on the last. Looked like he was going to kick Robinson, but passes a great ball out to Glover. Looks like he was going to put it on the foot. Dummies, dives over, beats his opposite number, and scores on this left-hand side. Great try for James Glover and the Dons this afternoon. 10 minutes on the clock, and that is currently Doncaster 10, Salford 0. Two sets, sets from one side of the field to the other, and 2 tries. That's how it seems for Dons, and they managed to keep out Salford, of course, after a couple of a penalty and a 6 again. So Richard Horne, I think, will be very happy with the start. Like I say, he said he wanted a big start, and he seems to have got it. As Connor Robinson strikes the ball, but no, goes to the left of the uprights, and it makes the score. Doncaster 10, Salford 0 then here, as we have a quick look at that try once again. Great work up the middle by Mustafa and O'Connell. McConnell, sorry. Ball then comes out to the left with a great little show and go by Glover, and footwork, puts the footwork on and scores a great try for the Dons. Okay, let's get back to the action then. Here we go. Salford kicks off once again. Straight down the middle of the park this time. Taken well by Robinson. Gets tackled. Quick play the ball. Aston Passes the ball to McConnell in the middle. He's had a great game so far, taking the ball forward and working that middle unit. Here's Mustafa, charging forward. Only one way he knows, and that's forward, and he's done it once again. Burns at dummy half. Here comes another big guy, Matangi, down the middle, drives over that halfway line on tackle 4. Quick play the ball once again. Doncaster seem to be speeding up that play the ball. 40 metres out on the last tackle. Robinson with the ball, puts the ball up in the air. Here comes Glover. Glover absolutely smashes the Salford player there, who young lad on the wing, but clearly Glover had his number there. Salford then look a little bit tired. All the defending they've done so far, I suppose I can see why they're making the first substitution of the game as Appleby comes on for Salford. Dwyer once again comes down the right, looks for a 40-20, but the ball doesn't get the right angle, and Tom Holmes will return this with interest here at the Eco Power this afternoon. 13 minutes gone, and Salford are making their first substitution. The backs once again coming in to help with a great offload by Briscoe, and here comes Corey Aston, puts the afterburners on through the middle, straight through the middle. It was like a knife through butter here at the Eco Power Stadium this afternoon, scoring a magnificent try, well brought back from the kick, and Corey Aston gets the offload, and like a knife through butter goes through the middle of the Salford defence. Let's have a quick look back at that. Here comes Briscoe fighting his way. I said that earlier. Great offload, and Corey Aston pins his ears back, puts on the afterburners, says goodbye to the defence, and he's straight under the post. Nice chase back there by Hughes, but just not fast enough for Corey Aston. Big try for the Dons with 14 minutes gone, under the post, so you can see this being converted, of course. It's a great start. I said earlier Richard Orme wanted a good start, and he's certainly got a good start. In fact, he's got a better than good start. He's got an excellent start here this afternoon. Connor Robinson then is just about to take the conversion right in front of the post. I think he could back heel this one over. I hope I've not put a commentator's curse on him. I'm sure this will go straight between the uprights. There it is. Touchers is happy. Jamie's scared of his camera at the back, but it didn't hit it. You're all right. And that makes the score 16-0 with just 15 minutes gone. We're on more than a point a minute at the moment here. Richard Orme will be very happy with that return. Corey Aston, I didn't realise he had that pace. He's shown some pace there, what I didn't know he had. So Matthew Ross then gets us back underway. It's the same kickoff as the first couple, and Robinson gets the ball, bobbles on the floor, but he keeps control of it and takes the tackle. Here comes Gebby, straight back behind the ruck. Ball going out to the right. Doncaster look like they're here to play today. Tom Holmes with his dancing feet goes on the inside, nearly breaks the line once again of Salford. The Salford players trying to grab hold of him, finding it really difficult at the moment, Salford, but Doncaster really taking charge of this Betfred Championship fixture. As Matangi gets tackled just short of halfway. Ball comes to Aston. Little flip pass to Mustafa. Once again charging down the middle of the field. Burns comes left. Robinson puts his foot through the ball again, and Glover looks like he's taking. Yep, he's grabbed him, he's got him. Doncaster look like they're going to try and tackle him into touch, and they do. Oh no, referee gives a penalty. Not sure on that one. Bit of a strange call there by Mr. Bland, but I think he gets tackled into touch. The Doncaster players seem to keep him upright there, but I'm not sure on that one. But anyway, we've got the penalty, we're restarting, we move on, we go again, and here comes Salford. Nice relieving penalty for Salford as they bring the ball forward from their back line. That's Garmston. It's very young. Looks like he needs to have a good Sunday dinner, not going to lie. Right then, here comes Salford through the middle of the park, but great tackle by Louis McConnell. Dwyer goes left. Good little hands by Ross, the fullback. But Doncaster tackle in numbers. Good work by Doncaster. Good line speed, but ball comes out to the right. Tell you one thing about this Salford team, they're not bothered about throwing the ball about a little bit, so it'll be Connolly gets tackled with the ball. Little drop off through the middle. Last tackle just inside the Dons half. They'll be happy with that set if this last one goes well. It bounces off Glover. He's not played at that one, surely. No, didn't think he had. Didn't play at the ball. Ball bounced back off Glover's. He turned his back to it. The ball just hit him. And it's going to be a play the ball to Doncaster. Handover on the last tackle. Here come the Dons then. That's once again Gevy getting through some work, coming off his wing, getting involved in the middle. McConnell. Ball to Aston, who nearly breaks the line once again. Crowd weren't happy with something. Referee doesn't give anything as Mustafa comes down the middle. Gets tackled well by substitute Appleby for Salford. Ball goes right. Aston. Brad Hay on the charge. Gets tackled well by Salford. 30 out then on tackle 3. Ball comes to the middle once again. Ball out the back. Great hands by Doncaster. It looks like they're going to take them on this left-hand edge. Gevy dives for the corner. And the touch judge runs through, which means I think that's going to be a try. The referee points to the spot. And that is another try for the Dons. Good work there by the in the middle of the park. Gets a try for the Dons on this left edge. Here goes through the middle. Great hands by the Dons. Quick hands there from Robinson. Glover takes on the line, buys a bit of space for Gevy on the outside, who dives for the corner and scores a great try for the Dons. The Dons are certainly in the mood this afternoon. 20 minutes gone now. And it's currently 20 points to 0. Two coaches at the moment with a quarter of the game gone. Probably very mixed emotions, I think. I think Richard Horne will be very happy with the start that his Doncaster team have made. But on the other hand, Mike Grady will be a little bit frustrated with a little bit soft defence, I think, is the best way of putting it, from the young Salford team. But they're still battling away. Connor Robinson strikes the ball well. Oh, he just misses that right-hand post. And that makes the score. Doncaster 20, Salford 0. As we have a quick look at the try once again. Great hands, and Glover takes the ball to the line. I think he bought the space there for Gevy. Nearly lost his shorts going over for a try, but he gets another 4-pointer for the Dons. So Matthew Ross getting some kicking practice this afternoon, gets us back underway. 21 minutes gone here at the Eco Power Stadium. Doncaster looking to play rugby straight away from the kickoff as they go to pass the ball from left to right. Going down that right hand edge, here's Johnson. Wins the floor once again, leaves another Salford player on the floor. Quick rucks is the way forward, what they've been doing so far, and it's been working for Doncaster, so I think they'll stick with that one as we go. And it's once again comes down this left-hand side. Sutcliffe takes the tackle. Glover, the dummy half, passes the ball to Robinson. Robinson into the middle to Matangi. Charges to halfway once again. Last tackle. Not a bad set there by Salford in defence. Good kick along the ground on that right-hand side. Sees Salford now bring the ball back, getting tackled just 10 away from their own line. Here comes the wingers to help out. That's Smith. Ross now gets the ball once again. Great, met really well though in the middle by Louis McConnell and Alex Sutcliffe. Big charge, big man from the bench, Appleby for Salford. Takes Salford to 30 metres out. Good offload, and he's set in there again. Brad Dwyer offloads to Appleby once again, gets tackled on the last. Good set once again from Doncaster. Brad Dwyer takes it in his own hands, kicks the ball, gets the angle right, but straight down the throat of Gebby, who charges back through the middle. He's on a break already. Gebby, oh, he saw the line. He saw it then. Gets tackled on tackle one on the halfway. Mustafa now takes the ball forward. Can he get an offload? Ooh, Robinson was on his right shoulder, but he couldn't find him. Burns then jumps out a dummy half, takes the ball in. Ball on the inside there to McConnell. Looks like they're making a substitution at the moment, are the Dons, and Jordan Baldwinson has taken to the field. Here we go then. McConnell drives at the post. Just 4 metres away, last tackle. Burns passes to Aston. Aston puts it on his boot. Can he jump for the ball? He does jump well for the ball, does. That's a great try over on that right-hand side for Luke Briscoe. Pinpoint kick by Corey Aston, and Briscoe jumps higher than anyone else and gets the ball. 24 minutes gone. Another try for Doncaster. Here we go. Let's have another look at that one. There's a substitute going on in the background, a little bit of confusion on the bench, but the player said, let's get on with it. Great kick with his right foot over to that right-hand edge. And Luke Briscoe jumps higher than anyone else, dives over. The Salford players thought he'd gone dead in touch, but no. Briscoe gets the ball down like any good winger does, dives for the floor, and gets another try for Doncaster. So, first time I think is having to line the ball up from that right-hand side in this game. It's certainly been all one-way traffic in this first half. Doncaster playing quick play the balls. That's the thing that's doing it for them. Quick play the balls, quick rucks. As Connor Robinson strikes the ball, the crowd tells you before I do, and the touch judges, that's gone straight between the uprights from that right-hand touchline. Hit it so well, so well, and that's another try and conversion for the Dons. But look at this kick from Corey Aston. Pin perfect. If you're a winger and you're getting that kind of service, you love it, don't you? Not that I've ever been a winger in my time, by the way. Anybody who knows me. Right then, we're back underway. It's 26 points to nil now, with 26 minutes gone. As Salford get us back underway. This time Baldwinson comes off that back line, takes a charge. Baldwinson has come on for Mustafa. That's the sub that's happened for Doncaster. Tangi takes the ball through the middle of the field once again, but well tackled and well met by Salford. Referee puts the whistle to the mouth and gives the penalty. I think the Doncaster player was going down there, to be fair to him. But, yeah, that's the rule now. Touches the head and it's a penalty. So, Doncaster get a penalty. I can't say a much-needed penalty either, because it's one of those penalties that they are doing really well at the minute. The guy in the crowd tried catching the ball but missed it, so he gets a jeer as well. Right, here we go. We're back underway. Luke Briscoe then. Sorry, not Briscoe, that's Hay. Takes the ball forward. Quick play the ball, finds his feet once again. Ball comes to the middle. Good hands between the half-back combination as well. Tom Holmes puts Glover through a gap on this left side. Gebby on his shoulder, who goes in for another try for the Dons. Some great hands on this left-hand side. Just fast rugby league. That's what we like to see. And fast rugby league has done it once again here for a great try for Gebby. He's getting the service this afternoon, is Eden Gebby on this left-hand side. So this started on the halfway line. Great hands for the Dons. Through hands, Robinson puts puts Glover through the gap. Glover holds the ball as long as he can, takes on Ross at fullback, and puts Gebby through for the easiest try he'll have all week. Gets himself another meat pie here this afternoon. And we're on to more than a point a minute then at the moment, as it's 30 points to 0 with that one. That's Gebby's second try of the afternoon. Connor Robinson then lining up this conversion. Puts his foot through the ball. That one looks good. Referee blows his whistle, puts his hand in the air. That's another 2 points onto the scoreline this afternoon. It's 32-0 now. Another quick play the balls. That's the thing that's doing it here for Doncaster. Quick play the balls and great hands especially from right to left. That's the thing that's absolutely cutting them apart on this Doncaster's left and Salford's right. Kicks the ball off once again. Here comes Baldwinson from that back line. It's just exactly the same as what happened before, in a nutshell. Baldwinson charges the ball in. Here comes Sutcliffe. They all want the ball in hand now, do the Doncaster players. He's looking for a quick play the ball, but it's very slow, that one, compared to the play the balls before. Aston met well. Oh, he gets the ball out. Well done there. As Hay takes the tackle. Johnson gets the ball out to him very quickly. Little drop off to McConnell down the middle. Bit bigger in defence in this one of Salford. Let's see what can happen here. The inside ball, loses the ball, does Matangi. Looks like he's trying to claim the Salford player had a hand to it, but referee having none of it. It's a scrum to Salford just inside the Doncaster half of the field. Looks like a couple of subs coming up once again here now for Doncaster. Connor Jones and Tyler Heppy getting themselves ready on the sideline. 31 minutes gone. It's Doncaster 32. Salford 0 here in this first half. Betfred Championship action from the Eco Power Stadium. Glover over on that right side, tackling from the left centre, but does well. Chases back across to this left side now, though. So, no meters made yet from Salford in this set. Good ball on the inside to Gamston. Looking for the offload, but doesn't get it. Baldwinson wraps him up nicely. Oh, little bum fluffle on the floor there, but no, referee didn't see it. And 21 now is at halfback. At hooker Gatecliff for Salford. Great little offload. Salford look down this right-hand side. It looks like he's lost the ball. He has. Big tackle by Jordan Baldwinson. And a great tackle by Jordan Baldwinson. And the Salford player loses it on the floor there. That's Connolly. Looked like Salford were going to break down that right-hand side there, but a big cover tackle by Jordan Baldwinson, the big man from the middle, coming out on this left side for Doncaster to make the tackle. So then we're back underway after the scrum. Doncaster bringing the ball out. Connor Jones and Burns. Burns comes off, should I say, for Connor Jones. He's on the field now. And he's the one who quickens up the ruck as well. It's already been a fast ruck. So, yeah, it could be... that's not a sight, if you're a Salford player, you want to see. Penalty then to Doncaster for a high shot on Briscoe. Gets Doncaster to halfway. Tried for the quick tap, 2 balls on the field. Referee says, let's try again. The sun's coming out here as well. Hey, can't beat that, can you? On the 1st of March. Okay, here we go then. That's Johnson taking the first tackle in. Heppy comes on and takes the ball straight down the middle. He only knows one way, does Tyler Heppy. And that's forward. He's looking for an offload. Indeed. Oh, he was thinking about it, but he didn't do it. Plays the ball. Here comes Johnson once again for his second run in this set. It's again tackled upright though for a quick play the ball. There's a Salford player laid in the ruck, but he gets a 6 again. That's not great by Salford. He needs to get out of the way. So it looks like Doncaster on this left-hand side are set it up once again. Robinson, ball out back to Holmes. Holmes takes on the line. Glover looked like he was going to get it. Gebby looks like he's diving for the corner for his hat-trick, first half hat-trick here at the Eco Power, and he gets the try. That one looked a little bit scrappy, wasn't as clean as the first couple, but he won't be complaining. He'll be happy with his 3rd of the game. First half hat-trick for Eden Gebby. Again, once again, Doncaster play the ball. Ball from right to left. This seems to be a training ground move, really. Not as fluent as the others, but a little bit scrappy. But Gebby dives for the corner, and a little bit like Briscoe did on the other side. A great winger's finish to a try, which makes the score 36 points to 0 here at the Eco Power. And a first half hat-trick, he'll be happy with that one. Connor Robinson's probably thinking, what have I done to deserve this? I keep getting kicks out wide. So anything could happen with this one. Let's see if he can do like he did on that right-hand side. Right on the touchline. Got a bit of a rainbow forming as well over. I can't see any. I can only see the sun. I can't see the wet. But he strikes it well, and I can tell you from where I am, that's gone over. Great kick from this left-hand side. Makes the scores Doncaster 38, Salford 0. Good work once again, right to left. Just hold it up a little bit. I thought he'd maybe messed up a little bit there, Tom Holmes, but he didn't. And Gebby just gets the ball off the floor, dives over for another good Doncaster try. They're not bothered about throwing the ball about this afternoon. Looking at that points difference. Here we go again then, with just a few minutes left of this first half. Jordan Baldwinson takes the ball forward. It seems to be the same routine, and that's sometimes good rugby is boring rugby, if that makes sense. If you do the same thing and it's working, you don't go away from it, do you? So that's what the Dons are doing this afternoon. It's me, Jaffa, here at the Eco Power Stadium. Great offload by Tom Holmes. Sends Briscoe down that right side. Little kick on the inside. Is the bounce going to be good? The bounce is good. And that's another 4-pointer. Referee points to the spot for Louis Johnson this time. Here we go once again. It's looking a little bit too easy this time on the right-hand side. Just quick play the balls, and I think what it is, it's they're not taking them to ground, and they're a good offload by Tom Holmes there. Sees Luke Briscoe breakaway on that right-hand side. A little kick on the inside. It looks like two players lining up for the ball. It just didn't bounce up for Connor Jones, but it did for Louis Johnson, who goes in for a try this afternoon. They're going to be going in at half-time. 42 points to nil at the moment, with a kick to come. So, Connor Robinson getting some kicking practice in today. I'm going to have to get some more paper soon. So here he goes then. Lines up the kick. Clouds are looking a little bit ominous, but I can see blue skies to my right. So hopefully they're coming that way as the kick goes over. And that's another 2 points onto the score this afternoon here at the Eco Power Stadium, which makes it 44-0 to Doncaster at the moment. Great break down that right-hand side. Little kick puts the ball on the foot, like a halfback really. Ball just didn't bounce up for Connor Jones, but it did for Louis Johnson, and he scores, getting his first try of the afternoon. And the kickoff is exactly the same again. If I was Mike Grady, I'd be thinking, come on, let's change it up a little bit now, because it's just the same thing each time. As the dancing feet of Tom Holmes gets the ball, a nice little offload once again. Tyler Heppy now gets tackled 30 away from the Doncaster line. Connor Jones jumps from dummy half. Alex Sutcliffe takes the ball forward, looking towards Salford, trying to get him into this touch, but gets to the floor. Glover. Little ball on the inside to Gebby. Gebby bounces off one, bounces off two, bounces off three, and he goes to the line once again. He's looking up for more points, and he's dropped the ball backwards. Referee says play the ball again. Lucky there. Try getting a quick offload, but didn't happen. Connor Jones to Baldwinson then. Through the middle. Little offload to McConnell. He's still leg drive after contact, but a quick play the ball. Heppy now drives towards the post, but met well by the Salford player. Little offload though. Oh, trying too much. And Doncaster put the ball to floor, which is a big sigh of relief from Salford. We're in the last few minutes. Talking of the last few minutes, I say the last few minutes, it's not the last few minutes, because you just heard in the background the hooter this afternoon. It's more than a point of minute here at the Eco Power Stadium. So Doncaster will be very happy with that first half performance. Some great tries, especially on this left-hand side this afternoon for the Dons. Richard Horne will be a very, very happy coach. The half-time score is Doncaster 44, Salford 0. We'll have a quick recap of some of those tries in a moment here at the Eco Power. But yeah, just dominance from Doncaster, scoring straight away on 2 minutes. Connor Robinson diving over. Then we get to around about the 10-minute mark, and James Glover gets his name on the score sheet. Great hands here, right to left. You'll see this a few times. Glover puts the footwork on and dives over for a great try. Conversion unsuccessful for that one, but then just a few moments later, Corey Aston puts the afterburners on. It's like a knife through butter down the middle of the park, rounding the Salford fullback Matthew Ross and scoring underneath the posts for Doncaster. Taking the game then to Salford just before the 20-minute mark. Once again, hands right to left, sees Eden Gebby get his first of 3 tries. Great wingers try diving for that corner. Luke Briscoe, the other winger, says, no, I want to go as well. So Corey Aston says, I'll tell you what, I'll put my foot on the ball and I'll pinpoint it to the corner. You can jump for it and you can have a meat pie as well. And he scores it on that right edge. 24 minutes gone and 24 points to nil at this point. Ian Gebbie then says, oh, if anything you can do, I can do better. Once again, great hands, right to left. Glover takes the line. He's played so well so far in this game. Just holds the ball that 1 second a little longer, putting Gebbie in for his second of the afternoon. Straight after that, just a few minutes later, he says, do you know what? I want a bit of that again. And he gets his hat-trick. Not as good hands this time. Ball to ground a little bit, but still finds a way into that corner. Scores right in the corner for his first half hat-trick on 34 minutes. And the Dons weren't done there either, as a offload from the tackle sees good hands on the right edge this time. Luke Briscoe puts the ball on the toe. The ball just didn't quite bounce up for Connor Jones, but it did for Louis Johnson, who scores just before half-time. So, kicking practice a little bit for Connor Robinson this afternoon, and he's kicked quite a few goals and making the half-time score Doncaster 44, Salford 0. Right then, welcome back to the second half of this Betfred Championship game between Doncaster and Salford. Here at the Eco Power Stadium, Doncaster very dominant in the first half, leading Salford 44 points to nil at half-time. Be interesting to see what the half-time team talks would have been like in both dressing rooms, because I'm sure Richard Horne will say more of the same, don't take your foot off the gas. And I think the Salford head coach, Mike Grady, will ask his players to pick up in defence a little bit in this second half. Great travelling support, though, has got to be said, by Salford this afternoon here at the Eco Power Stadium. They're right behind their players, although they are trailing 44 points to nil at half-time. So, second half action then. Betfred Championship action. Connor Robinson gets us underway. That left boot puts the ball high in the air, and Salford take the ball. And big charge forward, but great met in defence by Doncaster straight away. Louis Johnson continuing where he left off in defence in that first half. Not that Doncaster did much defending in the first. So, Salford take the ball down the right. Glover misses tackle one, but gets in on tackle two. Good line speed by Doncaster. Met well by Connor Jones in the middle. Great defence, pushing the Salford player towards that touchline, but well met by the Salford attacker. Kicks from their own 30 then. Tom Holmes at the back for the Dons, brings the ball forward. Good set for the first set for Salford. Second tackle then takes us just to halfway as Luke Briscoe's dancing feet now. Bumps one off, bumps two off, but gets met in the middle by Jacob Andrew Smith, who tackles well. Connor Jones looking left, looking right, goes left to Connor Robinson. The ball gets touched in flight, says the referee, as the ball bobbles on the floor and Tom Holmes gets tackled with the ball. So it's back to one. Little drop off to Tyler Heppy, charging down the middle. Met well by Owen Haldenby. Dart then from Connor Jones at dummy half, but gets tackled and wrapped up well by Lowo. Big guy is he in the middle for Salford. Oh, Tom Holmes, little dummy to the left. Dives over for a try, takes the line on, goes in for a try with just 2 minutes gone in this second half. He sees the gap and goes for it. Connor Jones gets tackled with the ball. Little ball from Connor Robinson, just a one pass. Tom Holmes, little show and go, and puts the foot down, dives over for a very simple try, very easy, simple try on that left-hand side for getting the scoreboard ticking then in this second half. 42 minutes gone, and Doncaster back on the score sheet once again, making the score 48 points to nil now this afternoon. Connor Robinson then lining up in front of those Salford fans. Foot through the ball. Touch judges, flags are up, they're happy. And that's another 2 points, keeping that scoreboard ticking over. Gets that 50 points. For the Dons. There's a big scoreline in the Betfred Championship yesterday. Of course, the London Broncos, between the London Broncos and North Wales Crusaders. The Dons will be looking at scores like that in this game here. We've only just started the second half, and that scoreboard's ticked over that 50 mark. Corey Aston takes the kickoff. Baldwinson drives the ball forward. It's the first time that they've gone to the left at a kickoff for Salford. Here comes Tyler Heppy. Great leg drive after contact by Heppy. He's really worked hard since he's been on the field. Of course, the Dons missing a few big men in the middle today, but you wouldn't know. You wouldn't know, because the guys coming in next up mentality are doing such a great job. Gebby tries a little dummy down that blind side, but gets tackled well by the Salford winger. Hewitt. Ball to Connor Robinson. He kicks the belly of the ball. That's going all over the place. And, yep, the Salford player, I could see that coming. That is a fullback's nightmare. Matthew Ross at the back was all over looking at that. The ball kicked right through the belly of the ball, and it was wobbling around like a tornado in the sky. And Matthew Ross couldn't take the ball in, which means another set of 6 now to the Dons. 45 minutes, 5 minutes into this second half. Doncaster looking to add more points to that scoreboard. Tom Holmes looks like, oh, I thought they were going right. He fooled me there. James Glover then takes the ball down the left from the scrum. Tackled well by Salford. Can Salford keep the Dons out? Doncaster playing so well this afternoon here in the Betfred Championship. Takes the ball to the middle. Connor Jones jumps around dummy half to Jordan Baldwinson, who charges for the line, brought down 5 meters away from that Salford line. Ball comes to the right. Corey Aston. Good work. Tom Holmes straight through. Great try once again. Tom Holmes now on 2 in the second half. That's his second try in the last 6 minutes in this second half. Good try, well worked, planned move, set up on the right hand side. You could see taking on the line, great ball to the right, took the line under Corey Aston, dummies once, little show, great ball on the inside to Tom Holmes. Well worked. They wasn't expecting 2 on the inside. A show and go for the first dummy. Second one passes to Tom Holmes, who scores on this right hand side of the field. Taking the score to Doncaster 54. Salford 0. 47 minutes gone. 7 minutes into this half of the game, and yeah, it's hard actually to find the words for Salford at the moment. It's literally men against boys. That's how it looks. As Connor Robinson strikes the ball, but misses that one just to the left, and gets some jeers from his home fans here at the Eco Power to say, "What on earth are you doing? Why are you missing them?" So that makes the score then. Tom Holmes with his second of the second half, and it makes the score Doncaster 54, Salford 0. Let's see if the scoreboard keeps ticking over. Gone back right this time. Connor Robinson juggles with the ball a little bit, and the referee says the ball goes back. Salford fans not happy with that one. Neither are the Salford players, but I think he did just catch it and push it backwards. I think he's all right there. Baldwinson drives the ball forward. The Salford fans you can hear in the background booing the referee. The ball out to this right-hand side. Johnson drives the ball in, fighting to play the ball once again. Salford players struggling to get back on side there, but the referee allows it to go. Ball again, right to left, through hands. Tom Holmes, diving, ducking, diving, through the middle. Connor Jones is on his shoulder. Connor Jones looks like he's going up. Great offload, but he catches the ball, does Glover. But the referee says no, he wasn't happy that he lost the ball onto the man in front of him. I think is what he's saying there. Great break through the middle by Tom Holmes. Connor Jones on his left shoulder. Little ball on the left-hand side. Tries passing the ball out to James Glover, who, I think that would have been another captain's challenge, to be fair, but they, of course, are in the Betfred Championship. The referee, Mr. Bland, gives a knock on. I think he's saying it hit the man in front. So, let's move on. Salford bring the ball out then. Only the second time they've had the ball in hand in this second half. The first time was from the kickoff. But big defence from Doncaster pushes the Salford player back. Met well in the middle by Baldwinson, Heppy and McConnell. Here comes Lowo. Big guy. Doesn't get any traction though. Brought down in the middle. Very slow play the ball. Hughes tries kicking from his own 30-metre line, but hits the back of a Doncaster player, and playing a little bit off the cuff now are Salford. And that's Winley on loan from Castleford. Gets tackled with the ball. Good kick through the ball. Puts the ball straight in front. It bounces once in front of Tom Holmes, and Tom Holmes looks to bring the ball back. And his little dancing feet going again, trying to break through the middle of the park. Corey Aston jumps in at dummy half. Here's Gebby. First half hat-trick man. Not getting very far in that one, though. Here comes Briscoe. The two wingers doing the hard work in the middle for Doncaster. Great offload. Connor Jones looks like he's going to dive through the middle. Manages to slow him down as the Salford player. Gets tackled well. That's Vuliapani on for Doncaster on this right centre now in this second half. Sutcliffe making way for him. Bit of a shuffle round for Doncaster then. Last tackle, 10 away. Ball goes to the left. Connor Jones passes the ball out wide, but intercepted by Salford. Great work by the Salford defence there. It looked like it was going to be a try for Doncaster on the left, and it turned out the other way. Interception by Salford. A couple of subs going on for Salford now as they bring the ball out from their own line. They make it to halfway. This will be the first time they're in the Doncaster half in this second half. And that looks like it's a penalty to Salford. Jordan Baldwinson going too high in that tackle. So yeah, looks like a bit of a shuffle round for Doncaster in this second half. Vuliapani on this right centre. Looks like Gebby's gone out to that. Oh, he's still on his left wing. Just working out who's where. Okay, Salford get us back underway after that penalty. But great defence by Doncaster, pushing the Salford player back. What, 10 metres in that play the ball there. Appleby back on for Salford, takes the ball forward. Nice pick up from Gatecliff. Doncaster then. Salford testing the Doncaster defence. Tyler Heppy getting involved in defence this time. Good ball, good step off the left foot onto the right foot by Winley. Looks like Salford are going down this left side. Are they going to get over? It looks like they've powered over Luke Briscoe to score their first points of the afternoon. Doncaster just couldn't hold on. He took on the line right to the last second. But unfortunately for the Dons, it's not going to be the big zero that Richard Horne would have wanted. Great hands, great work by the number 20, Joe Hartley, and just sheer power pushes over Luke Briscoe. Tried getting underneath the ball on 54 minutes. Salford scoring their first points of the game here at the Eco Power Stadium this afternoon. Number 20, Joe Hartley, the try scorer, the left centre. 54 minutes gone for Salford's first try. The Salford fans giving us a little bit of atmosphere here at the Eco Power this afternoon. Great travelling support, like I said earlier on, but they enjoyed that one. So, Jack Gatecliffe now lining up this conversion. Strikes it well, but just comes to the left of the post. So, good work by Salford. A little bit scrappy at first, ball bouncing about a little bit, but the Salford player Hartley took on the left-hand side and just overpowers Luke Briscoe. Tried getting underneath the ball, Luke Briscoe, but to no avail. And the first points on the board this afternoon for Salford, which means Salford on the board. It's 54 points to 4 with 56 minutes gone. Even I can't say there'll be a comeback this afternoon here in the Betfred Championship. And just as I say that, on tackle one, Salford lose the ball, getting a little bit giddy, I think, there, trying to play the ball too quickly. Just 15 metres out from their own line. And Doncaster now are going to be back in attack. They're going to be in that attacking mode once again. Is it going to be a set play for Doncaster? I think it probably will be from the scrum. Tom Holmes goes down the left, but pass straight out wide to Glover. Glover charging forward, trying to work the Salford defence. Epi, he deserves a try. Charging for the line. He's done well since he's been on the field this afternoon as Tyler Heppy. Plays the ball just a couple of metres away. Robinson to Johnson, but great defence there by Salford. Not as fluent as it was in that first half. I suppose you had to concentrate when you're so far up in a game, but Richard Horne will want his men to concentrate right to the 80th minute as Mustafa gets tackled with the ball. Ball comes out to the right, puts it on the boot, does Corey Aston, but well claimed there by Jensen Windley for Salford. Salford bring the ball then back out from their own 10 metres. 54 points to 4 here in the Betfred Championship with just over 20 minutes to go. Appleby charges down the middle, gets Salford just short of halfway. Salford playing with a little bit more flair now on that right-hand side. They've got nothing to lose, so they're just throwing the ball about, and gets himself a penalty. Hands in on the ball from the Doncaster player. Not sure which player it was, actually, but a penalty sees Salford on the attack once again. Here comes Garmston on the right-hand side. Tackled and gets a 6 again. So Charging through the middle for Salford. What are they going to offer on that right-hand side? Ball goes out to the right. Garmston once again. Referee puts his whistle to the mouth and gives another penalty. This time for a high shot on Garmston. Glover this time, I think it was, giving away that penalty. So this is technically the third set now on the Doncaster line. Doncaster, are they going to hold out in defence? Richard Horne will be screaming at his players to work hard and work very hard in defence here, keeping the Salford team to just 4 points. Salford come out to the left. Good hands. But he loses the ball in contact. Great defence. That's a good win in defence for the Dons as Toby Hughes takes on the line, puts the ball out to the left through Yates, but gets tackled with the ball and loses the ball, Reece Stanton. So the Dons are going to receive the ball once again, and it looks like we're going to be having another Dons substitution. Looks like Matangi is going to be coming back on for his second stint of the afternoon. With 20 minutes to go here at the Eco Power. Gebby charging forward. Baldwinson's the man to come off for Matangi. Briscoe takes the ball and gets a quick play of the ball. Good work by Connor Jones from dummy half. And that's Glover. Offloads to Holmes. Holmes passes to Connor Jones, who dives over for a try. He still had work to do there. Took 3 Salford players over the line with him. But that's another try on the 60-minute mark for Doncaster this afternoon. And Connor Jones gets his name on the score sheet. Quick play the ball. Sees a fast, Glover bounces off the Salford players. Good inside pass to Tom Holmes. Tom Holmes in support, as any good fullback does. Gives a little ball to Connor Jones. Always present is Connor Jones. He's there on the left-hand shoulder. And a dart to the line, taking over a couple of Salford players with him at the same time. So that's another name on the score sheet this afternoon. Connor Jones scoring a try for the Dons. 58 points to 4 with the kick to come then here at the Eco Power. 58 points to 4. Are the Dons going to keep putting their foot on the gas, or are they going to sit back and just be happy with the result? I think Richard Horne won't want them to sit back. They'll want them to keep going, keep putting them points on the board as Connor Robinson kicks the ball through the uprights. Another conversion, a successful conversion, which brings up the 60 mark for the Dons. 60 points to 4. His 8th conversion of the afternoon. Here, Connor Robinson with the boot. Could have been a few more. So, Salford getting us back underway. The boot of Matthew Ross. Connor Robinson catches or tries catching. The kick-off. Oh, I've not seen that for a long time. Connor Robinson, big kick-off, tries catching the ball, juggles with it, goes to ground, and I think it was Oliver Garmston who was charging up for Salford, who gets his name on the score sheet. So, kicks off here. Let's have a watch of this again. Kicks off. The ball is up in the air, lingering kick in the air. Connor Robinson tries catching it, juggles with it, it bounces to the floor, and Garmston picks up and says, thank you very much, I'll have that one. He thought it's birthday, Christmas and everything come at once there for the Salford player Garmston. That's the second try of the afternoon, as Toby Hughes this time attempts the conversion and is unsuccessful. So 63 minutes gone, and it's currently Doncaster 60. Salford 8 here in the Betfred Championship. That was a bit of a freak try, that one. That was one of those that could happen to any team at any time. But let's see. I don't think Richard Horne will be very happy with concentration levels there. So Doncaster get us back underway. The boot of Corey Aston. Salford player catches the ball, but met well by the Dons. Doncaster in defence. Really working hard now. And I think after that mistake from the kickoff just a few moments ago, they've got to work really hard. Good line speed. Salford passing the ball out to the guys down the middle. Costello, new signing, as we said earlier, this week, making his debut for Salford. Little offload in the middle. On tackle 3, 30 metres out. Not much, and he kicks early in the tackle count, looking for a 40-20, but Gebby sees the danger and gets back and takes the ball on the full and starts coming back at Salford and looks to go on the outside and take them on for pace, but unfortunately it didn't happen. So on tackle 2 and just short of halfway. Salford, Tom Holmes now taking the ball forward. Looks like there's going to be some more shuffling around. 6 again on halfway for the Dons. Tyler Heppy straight through the middle once again, finding his feet, finding his front, should I say. This time Mustafa takes the ball forward and loses it in contact, which means Salford have the ball again. Alex Sutcliffe returns to the field, and Tom Holmes taking a breather now. Looks like Gebby has gone to fullback. Some shuffling about. I think probably trying out some new combinations this afternoon, Richard Horne, in this last 14 minutes. Good play, good interchange play, but they're not going forward. Salford, they're just going sideways at the moment. Little dancing feet going on. As soon as Johnson sees that, he says, come here, me and Tyler Heppy's going to have you. Ball to the middle. Good charge forward by Costello, the big man. Wrapped up well in the middle by Matangi. Good little chip and chase for Salford. He's broken through the gap. Oh, he's lost the ball, though. And that was a great little effort from Toby Hughes, the scrum half, the young scrum half for Salford. Little chip and chase, but unfortunately just didn't come off. He gathered the ball, but the Dons do well in scramble. Good hit there from Salford in defence. Briscoe now looking at that, hand's always out there for that offload, but no, takes the tackle, but well turned on his back by Salford. Again, the Salford players miles offside there, but the referee seems to let it go. As a break through the line from Connor Robinson, kicks it on the floor. Is the bounce going to be good? It is. That's another 4-pointer under the post for Corey Aston. Half-back partnership working really, really well there as Connor Robinson puts the try on a plate for his half-back partnership partner, Corey Aston. Great work try, breakthrough the middle by Aston. Aston to Robinson. Robinson with the dummy through the gap. And Aston points where he wants it, puts it on a plate for him. The ball's bobbling, the ball's bouncing. Robinson kicks it through. Aston catches the ball and scores under the post. 68 minutes gone. 12 minutes to go here at the Eco Power Stadium. And that's another try for the Dons, making the score Doncaster 64, Salford 8. Connor Robinson should be an easy one, this one, right in front of the post, and it certainly is. That's 66 points to Doncaster now. And Corey Aston's second try of the afternoon. Here, this are we going to have? We've got two people on a hat-trick at the moment. We've got Tom Holmes, who'll be looking for his hat-trick. Oh, he's not. He's come off, actually. So he might not be getting that hat-trick this afternoon, but Corey Aston is certainly still on for his hat-trick. 11 minutes left here in this Betfred Championship game. The points difference really good in favour of Doncaster this afternoon on that league table. They'll be looking upwards rather than down in the table. Bit of a different kick-off, but well up for the ball there. The Doncaster this time concentrate from the kick-off. Alex Sutcliffe gets the ball and brings it forward. Penalty to Doncaster. Again, lazy man in the ruck for Salford. 66 points to 8. With into the last 10 minutes. Doncaster get a penalty, bringing them out of their own half. Glover taps the ball and takes it to halfway. 3 Salford men in the tackle. Are the Dons going to kick on in this last 10 minutes, or are they going to just put the cue on the rack? I know what Richard Orne will want. He won't want that cue putting on the rack. He'll want them to kick on. Play the ball. Tyler Heppy takes the ball into the Salford half. Finds his front again. Quick play the ball. Connor Jones dives out of dummy half. Gets tackled well by Costello. Here's Mustafa. He's doing the same thing. Straight down the middle. Good work by Owen Haldenbury. Taking him to ground. Ball comes right. Aston. Little show and go. It looks like it's going to be on this right-hand side. The ball's bobbling about. Luke Briscoe puts it on his foot. But no, doesn't get the ball. The referee has given a penalty to Doncaster. He said the ball has come off a Salford player and bounced forwards into another Salford player, therefore a Salford player being offside. So the Dons then, with just over 8 minutes to go, has another attempt at the Salford line. Ball, Aston to Robinson. Out to Gebby at the back. He's in for his fourth. He's playing fullback at the moment, but he's in for his fourth try of the afternoon. Eden Gebby scores from wing, from fullback, from wherever he is on the field. Let's have a quick look at that one once again. Let's have a look. A penalty to the Dons. The ball goes once again from right to left. Aston to Robinson. Robinson just puts the ball out the back to Gebby. He's there and through the centre, the young centre, scoring a try. Out on that left-hand side is fourth of the afternoon here this at the Eco Power Stadium. So that makes the score 70. He's racked up the 70 mark now with a kick to come. 70 points to 8. And Connor Robinson with that left boot looks like he's getting ready to kick again. And just as Doncaster make another sub, Connor Jones comes off. And referee to give. So the Dons are on again, on the attack once again. 72 points to 8. With just over 5 minutes to go, Doncaster, ball out to the left-hand side. Goes right out onto that left-hand wing, but Salford tackle the Dons player into touch. That was Vuli Japani for Doncaster getting tackled into touch over on that left-hand side. Right in front of the Salford fans. They were happy with that one. And they never say die attitude. I've got to give them that one from Salford. They've kept going in this game. It could have been quite easy to turn off at half-time, being 44 down at half-time. But unfortunately, this second half has still gone the way of the Dons, but a good couple of tries for Salford. Penalty then to Salford with 4.5 left. Gets the ball to the 40-metre line. The young Salford players still looking to play this afternoon as they take the ball to halfway. Quick play the ball. Oof, that's a wild pass. Appleby then, big man charges to the middle, but met well by the Dons. They're looking to keep them out here. The ball goes out the back, and Matthew Ross gets the ball. Penalty for an off-the-ball incident. I think it's one of those. Years ago that wouldn't have been given, but now it certainly is given. Touching someone off the ball. Kicked touch then, down this left-hand side. Good 30-metre gain there from that penalty kick. And we're going to be looking to the left for the first time in a while as Hartley taps the ball. And big man, great drive, but well met by Brad Hay. That was Lowo. Look a bit disorganised of Salford here, but they're trialling something, but it looks like they're going to get tackled. Oh no, the balls. It looks like he was going to get tackled into touch, but he manages to get the ball out. And Greg Burns wraps up the Salford man. 20 metres away from the line. They've gone backwards here in this set of the first two tackles of Salford. Offload from the Salford player, Costello, but it goes to ground and Doncaster jump on that ball. Doncaster with the ball then in possession now with just a couple of minutes left. 3 minutes to be precise here at the Eco Power Stadium. It's a good afternoon for Richard Orns, Doncaster. Drives the ball forward. Luke Briscoe once again with those feet. Another offload. That's the thing that's killed them off this afternoon. Drive through the middle. Gebby passes the ball on the inside. That's the fastest front rower I've seen for a while. He's going to tell everybody that was a full lengther. Is Mustafa. Muzzy Mustafa scores for Doncaster with just over 2 minutes to go. I tell you something, for a forward there, he put the afterburners on and left some of the Salford players. Gets the ball, and it's full 50 metres from a front rower. Goes forward, beats the Salford players. I bet he was dying for that line to come as he dived over and he's got his hands on his hips right now, though, I'll tell you. But a great try by Muzzy Mustafa here this afternoon at the Eco Power, bringing the score to 76 with a kick to come. Tell you something, a prop doing that many yards at that speed, he'll definitely deserve his pizza after the match today, I'll tell you. Connor Robinson then looking to add his 11th conversion of the afternoon. And the touch to just flags go up. They're happy with that one. Just over a minute to go then here at the Eco Power Stadium. At 78 now, the score to the Dons. 78 points to 8 We're into the last minute of the game. Salford kick off once again. Ball high in the sky. Luke Briscoe underneath it. Finds the floor very quickly, but jumps back up and has another go. He's not just going to sit back and leave that one. He's having another go. Tyler Heppy charges through the middle of the field. Salford all offside there, but the referee carries on. Gebby out the back from Aston. Tries breaking the line. Brad Hay gets the ball. Gets tackled to the floor. We're not long to go now. The clock here says 80 minutes, so we're into any stoppage time. Musi Mustafa looking to break the line once again. Little offload to Robinson. Puts the dancing feet on. Corey Aston this time. Puts the ball to the foot. And Luke Briscoe chases that one, but the ball just rolls out a little bit too far and goes into touch. What a great afternoon here at the Eco Power Stadium for Richard Horne and the Dons. He'll be a very happy coach, I think, after this one. Hard to keep your concentration levels when you are so dominant in a match, but they've done really well to continue that scoring. So the match day announcer just announcing the home man of the match as number 18, Eden Gebby, of course, scoring 4 tries today here in this Betfred Championship match. Salford trying something there at the end with a little chip and chase, but Glover gets the ball, and that's the final hooter this afternoon here from the Eco Power Stadium, and it's a great afternoon for the Dons with a very, very resounding victory over Salford. Looking up now in the table is Richard Horne and the Dons. Final score 78 points to 8. We'll have a look through the second half tries in a while. Mike Grady straight over to the Salford fans to give them a big round of applause and say thank you very much for coming over, and they understand the position they're in as a club at the moment, but it's just great to see them on the field in 2026, of course. He's gone straight over to the fans to give them a big round of applause and a big thank you. The young players of Salford really doing well here. Despite the score, they kept going right to the end. And we're going to have a quick recap then of the second half tries. Didn't take long, did it, for us to get underway in the second half. Just 2 minutes for Tom Holmes to break the line and go over for his first of 2 quick tries in the start of the second half. This is his second coming up. Good work again from left to right with the ball in hand. And a good little dummy offload. Tom Holmes there, as all fullbacks do, in support, scoring a great second quick try of the second half. Connor Jones then said, you know what, I want a little bit of that. So the break through the middle from Tom Holmes. Connor Jones on his shoulder. He had quite a little bit to do still. That one was, first of all, that one ruled out actually for a knock-on. Captain's challenge if I was the Dons there, not going to lie. That was Glover. Then hit back did Salford on 53 minutes as Salford come down that left-hand side with Hartley, who just powered over Luke Briscoe, tried getting underneath the ball, but he couldn't quite do it for Salford's first try of the afternoon. Anyway, 60-minute mark came, and this is where Connor Jones then gets on the scoreboard. Great offload to Tom Holmes. Holmes on the inside. Pass to Connor Jones, who dives over the line with 2 on his back on 60 minutes. 20 minutes left, and Doncaster in full control. Then this free kick-off from Salford. Good kick-off, high, held up in the air. Conor Robinson tried getting under the ball, juggled with it, but Salford said, you know what, we'll have a bit of that. And Garmston grabs the ball and scores to make it 60 points to 8 at this point. Then after that, what happened next? Well, we had Corey Aston scoring his second try of the game. Great work between the two half-backs. The combination working between Robinson and Aston. Robinson's kick through put Aston over for a try right underneath the post. Then Ian Gebby, the local, the man of the match, scoring his fourth try of the match, having gone to fullback from the wing. Good work, great line and great try on that left-hand side. Still one more to go with this one, my opinion, the best one of the game, as Gebby breaks through in his own half and in support from 50 metres out. Muzzy Mustafa puts the foot down and dives over after a 50-metre run for a try. That was the last one for the Dons this afternoon. Connor Robinson getting 11 kicks to his name as well. And what an afternoon for Richard Horn and the Dons. Final score then in this Betfred Championship match here at the Eco Power Stadium. Doncaster 78, Salford 8.